The API attack. You've quite likely heard of API, or Application Programming Interface, which is basically a set of rules and protocols that allows applications, which is software, to communicate with each other. It is APIs which could allow you to buy a railway ticket or an Indigo or Air India airline ticket on, let's say, on a platform like Make My Trip, or do a unified payment interface or UPI transaction from a Google Pay app, which obviously passes through the NPCI and then goes to your bank, or an e-commerce transaction, which links your bank account or credit card to the e-commerce player who's sitting outside. So APIs are more prevalent in our lives than we think, and are thus also the gateway to cyber attacks of all kinds, intensifying in the age of artificial intelligence. Recent data via Seattle headquartered cloud security company F5 Network suggests that 92% of all mitigated attacks in the past year were API related, up from 70%. So when software creates, it also tries to cure. Obviously, to understand the scale of API linked security problems and how organizations and individuals should be thinking or responding to it, I reached out to Prateek Shah, Managing Director for India and SARC at F5 Networks, and began by asking him to define why API-linked attacks are a matter of concern right now.
Let's look at the economy that we are living into, right? It's an API economy. API are no longer just the technical interface. It's actually the language of innovation. It is also how organizations are building partnership, scaling their ambitions, and in turn, creating an entirely new industry. Like, you would have seen so many new startups building a particular use case and completely digital, completely API first architecture that they have, right? So if you see, for modern businesses, APIs are the new architectures. And in 2025, they will APIs will further determine whether the digital economy will thrive or crumble, right? Because if you look into the nature of APIs, by default, the nature of APIs is very much revolutionary, but it's also what it makes them more vulnerable. The reason it becomes much more vulnerable is they open doors. They open doors to interact. They open doors to share and create something which is, it could be a new industry, new use case, etc. That also means it's an opportunity for bad actors to exploit those kind of open doors, right? And it's also just not about cyber attacks. It's also about the erosion of the trust that is fundamental to the digital business as such. And we have seen so many breaches in the recent times, especially API related breach. Almost, we have seen 3000% increase in API attacks over last 2 quarters. And in fact, more than 85 to 90% of the traffic revolves around API traffic. So that's how critical the nature of API traffic is in the modern API economy.
So when we talk about this interconnect of APIs across, let's say, businesses or the way we use or we transact, what are the biggest examples or the most prominent examples where, let's say, there are two sets of systems talking to each other through APIs, and therefore why they are so vulnerable?
As you would have seen, if you look into the state where most of the businesses are, it's truly hybrid in nature. The organizations have kind of repatriated their workloads from public cloud to a different environment because of many issues. It could be complexity, data sovereignty, or it could be even the cost pressures as such, right? If you see this workloads or the data for this particular workloads is still fragmented. It could be on cloud, it could be on the edge, or it could be on premise, etc. And API acts as a single glue to connect this fragmented data systems, right? It is very, very important that APIs are secure enough to serve as a foundational for everything that that requires, like for example AI workflows or the real-time data exchanges and things like that.
So what would be the most prominent, let's say, area or let's say business where you think the API or the chances of API failure are high today?
And if you look into some of the recent attacks that have happened in the financial services space, or for that matter, even healthcare, right? By nature of the dynamic business environments, they expose APIs. Their business revolves around, exchanging APIs with third party, with supply chain vendors, with partners across the industry. For that matter, even travel and insurance could be a big vertical where they expose those kind of APIs for parties to exchange data and share and create something which is valuable, right? So some of the industries, answering your question, financial services, including insurance, definitely pretty big. And even healthcare and pharma industry is also pretty big when it comes to the API exchanges.
And what are companies like yours doing now to try and protect this? And where do you start? I mean, because I'm assuming these APIs sit on systems that are already running in these large companies, which are also protected maybe by other cybersecurity solutions. So where do you come in, and or rather, how do you come in?
All right. So I'll talk about the traditional defenses first and then, come to specifically what FI does. The traditional defenses, when we talk about the defenses like network firewalls or cloud security solutions or WAFs, in general, are able to provide some kind of defense when it comes to application or network level of attacks. Okay. And then, there are modern businesses which also deploys API gateways, which allows them to authenticate, rate limit the API exchange and as such, right? But the biggest problem that is seen is around the shadow APIs, about the undocumented APIs, about the vulnerabilities in the APIs, which creates a whole new dark spot, right? And hence it's important that there are tools available. There should be some kind of tools that allows them to look into the API holistically in terms of, starting with API discovery. It also is important to have a continuous vulnerability testing of all of these APIs, because an unsecured API is as good as a big dark spot in the environment. If you look into the cyber kill chain, right, there's multiple steps of cyber kill chain. But an access to an unsecured API could be a killer shot for the bad actor. It can also lead to data exploitation. It could lead to some kind of data theft. It could lead to lot many other consequences because of the unsecured APIs. Company like FI is with a mission to protect each and every API wherever they are. And that's the mission that we have been completely focused into, irrespective of workloads being on a public cloud, on the microservices, or at the edge. And with the advent of AI, as you know, AI has been a revolutionary technology, and a lot of AI workloads will actually work on the fundamental of APIs. Right, most of these are microservices architecture. APIs is the real medium to communicate. I believe that FI is placed extremely well in this hybrid state where we can protect each and every APIs irrespective of where they are.
Right. And you've talked about how, of course, in this interconnected world of business where people share, and I'm assuming when you talk about travel or hospitality, we can see that. I mean, I go to let's say a website, I'm booking a room in another, hotel chain, and therefore someone has opened an API for this aggregator to enter that and so on. So that's clearly how the world is going. Is there something that could change, or is there any other sort of mega trend that you're seeing in, let's say, in the coming year or so, which people need to be either careful about or welcome or worried about, whichever way you look at it?
Let's talk about AI and the kind of, implications of AI. Like I mentioned, lot many cybersecurity vendors are powering their cybersecurity solutions through AI, which we call it as AI powered cybersecurity solutions. It's equally important to understand that the excess of AIs is also with the bad actors, right? They can leverage those kind of tools available to create sophisticated payloads that can have a meaningful impact. The shift has to happen in the mindset from defense to offense. All this while the conversation around cybersecurity was often focused on risk avoidance. In the API economy that we all are living, API security plays a very competitive advantage. Like you give an example of a travel or an aggregator for that matter, right? It allows them to create something which opens up the opportunity to innovate and scale. There are so many companies formed on the journey of innovation and on the journey of scale only because they have a secure API framework, because they are an API first company, right? So it also gives partners and users like us to have greater confidence to collaborate and to work with them. It also allows to build the ecosystems that the economy depends upon.
Right. Pratik, thank you so much for joining me.
Likewise, my pleasure to talk to you.